action. Just want my true love. You should cut off all distraction. It's all on you now. And just give me some reaction. Just want my true love. I like the way you move. Really.
It's another beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is Rubbin Minds. Welcome. My name is Ebuka Obiuchendo. Yes, January is over. February begins tomorrow. Year is already speeding away. We're not necessarily sure what's happening with the economy. The budget is still in the process of being debated, I think. We don't know how long that's going to take for things to kickstart with, our economy. The Naira is still not sure what's happening, and I don't know. 2016 is well underway. There's a lot that's going to be happening this year. Like I said in previous editions of this show, 2015 was a year of politics. This year is definitely going to be a year that's going to be centered around the economy and money issues, because that's what's basically defining everything that we'll talk about these days. Hopefully, Mr. President does sit up and tackle that particular front. But of course, security is still in the forefront of our national discourse. And the Northeast, that seemed to be getting quieter in the last couple of weeks, has come back into the news again. We've heard of attacks in the outskirts of Maiduguri over the weekend, and scores of people have been killed. Boko Haram still doing their thing there. Just a couple of days after the Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo, did say in Davos at the World Economic Forum that Boko Haram had been almost decimated. So we don't know what the situation is. Hopefully the security operatives with their defense headquarters in Maiduguri will give us some answers, and we can start to make progress with security and everything along those lines. But we're going to be talking about the week that was, as we always do, looking back at January and everything else as we start a new month in 2016. I have here with me my very good friend, Bola Dare Adekoya. Thanks for being here today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, I want to start with security now, because it was one of the main things that Mr. President campaigned about with corruption, the war against corruption, and he made a very firm statement when he was sworn in on May 29, 2015, when he said the headquarters of Nigeria's defense was going to be moved to Maiduguri, and did make certain promises about Boko Haram being decimated by the end of last year. We don't know if that's completely true now, seeing as we've woken up over the weekend to news again of attacks with Nigerians being killed again. And I don't know, what are your thoughts on that line?
Well, I think first of all, it's important for us to recognize that the president has the strategy of the military for the past 6 months is yielding results. Let's give it to the presidency. A lot has been done as far as combating Boko Haram is concerned. The frequent attacks have reduced, and but I think they've been able to make a headway. However, it is important for us to also to say that terrorism will not be calmed if lives of average Nigerians are still being lost. It is very important. Boko Haram seems, at least for the past few weeks now, we've not had any attacks apart from the one we had a few days ago. I think Boko Haram on its own the attacks is reducing, but to me, I'm not a military personnel. Rather, I might not really say, but I think to my own understanding, I think Boko Haram is really strategizing. I think that is because if you feel we are coming Boko Haram in Nigeria, and we still have our neighboring countries still being ravaged by ISIS and ISIS affiliated groups, definitely it shows that the Nigeria Boko Haram is not yet over. It shows that there might probably be an exchange of force between Nigeria, the West African ISIS now Caliphate, and the one in the North Africa, the one in Sudan, and the one we have in Libya. So it is possible. It is possible. But what I just want the government to do is this: first, ensure that the lives of average Nigeria is secured. That is the paramount thing. It is the prime duty of the presidency to ensure that. And then secondly, also, it is also important that we look at what makes terrorism thrives in these areas, in this region. It's really important that, especially when it comes to the issue of poverty, when it comes to the issue of decentralizing the information base of Boko Haram, especially when it now comes to do with religion aspects. I think a lot of people have been brainwashed. It's still happening till now, and it is really important that the federal government looks at how to reorientate the people in those regions to and also give them a meaning to life. Because if you are well taken care of, if you are made to believe if there is hope, if you know there is hope, it's going to be to take on the suicide mission. But I don't think that would be the next avenue you want to go. So it is really important that apart from the military attacks that is going on, the bombardment at Sambisa, the Boko Haram networks being dismantled. Also, let's look at how to combat the vices, especially those elements that promote Boko Haram, not just in Nigeria, but around Africa. So Nigeria has a big part to play in terrorism in Africa, and it's really important that we get our hearts right.
A lot of people have said that terrorism will most likely never go away again, and it's a phenomenon around the world where terrorism has become a part of our societies everywhere. I mean, even in the first world, you have countries, America, the UK, parts of Europe, where it keeps recurring. Even France, I mean, we saw how many attacks they had last year. Is this something we should start getting used to? Sad to say, I mean, it's not something I should be talking about, but most people have said, okay, we should start understanding that this might never really go away. So we have to find a way of properly managing it as against giving deadlines. How do we now walk around making sure that we might have to live with this, but making sure that we at least prevent deaths in that situation?
Yeah, to an average African, I think if an average African has been told 20 years ago that he striped himself with a bomb and go on the suicide mission, might probably have disputed that. But we have woke up to the reality of changing the dynamics of our world. And it is really important that we get it right. This is even far away from Nigeria now. It's an African thing.